Hello everyone, I'm Mohammed. Welcome to another YouTube video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys a shopping cart that I built. So let's get started. So look, if you're a developer for anything like Amazon or Apple, or you're just like a small-time developer for an e-commerce store, you will have the pleasure, or should I say displeasure, of working on a shopping cart, depending on what you do basically. So with the shopping cart, it's actually one of the easiest and one of the hardest things you can do as a developer, because if you've never built a shopping cart like by yourself before, you should actually do it, because it's one of the most rewarding things you can do, because you just get to learn so much about how the individual parts work. It's kind of like building a car engine, because the thing with the shopping cart, yeah, it seems so simple. It's like, oh, I'm a user, all I do is I click on the add cart button and that's it. The thingy appears on the shopping cart. But there's actually so much more to it, because it's a bit like playing chess, if this makes sense. And the reason for that is because like there's so many variables and there's so many elements that a user can do, where if they decide to add 4 products, or whether they decide to remove 2 products. And there's so many combinations, and sometimes the only way you know something will work or won't is when you launch it, and then you'll see what happens. So anyways, let me just stop talking and let's get to the cart itself. All right, so first let's go to google.com. Just ignore my Twitter, and let's go to a really cool website. What's a good website you guys can think of? I'm not sure, maybe Amazon. Okay, let's go to Amazon UK. All right. All right, let's see. For today, I want to maybe get myself a nice Samsung. This is not a Samsung ad, by the way. I am a Mac user, but anyways, I digress. So let's say I want to add this to the basket. Done. See, I have something added to my basket, or a cart, or a bag. Some people even call it bag, but anyways. So let's say I add all of these 3 to the bag. Cool, I can go to the basket now. And all right, so as you guys can see, I have added all of these 3 things to the basket. Okay, so how do we actually build a shopping cart? Well, it's actually not as complicated as you guys think it is. All right, let's start. So basically the way I'm going to do it is, today I'm going to be just showing you guys something that I built, something really simple. Unfortunately, I'm not going to show you guys like a preview of every step that I did to build a shopping cart, because that will take way too long. But what I will do is I will demo for you guys today my shopping cart that I built. All right, let's get started. So here we have our product names, and do ignore the product names, by the way. I know, what kind of name is product called Shame or product called Aim? But anyway, I digress. So if I add this product to the cart, and if I add this product to the cart, and if I add this product to the cart, see, it starts to appear. So I have three stuff in my cart right now. I can add more as well. Okay, so how does it look like? If we click here again, like unfortunately I have to click again because of my shopping cart. See, we can see here, oh, I have product shame, I have product 3, product 1, product shame again, product 2. And if you're wondering what 0, 1, 2, 3, this is their like position in the array. Okay, so let's say I want to remove product shame 4. Done, it's gone. And product shame 3, sorry, just product 3, apologies. Done, it's gone. So yeah, as you guys can see, this is sort of like I can have a checkout button somewhere here, but that's for the future anyway. So if I refresh the page, this is actually not going to save, because it's not like it's not connected to anything you guys can say. Cool, and if we do again, this is like a CSS thing I need to fix, but again in the future. So anyway, so if I go here and okay, so let me actually show you guys how I built this thing, because it's kind of like really super cool. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to tell to all of you guys, like if you're experienced developers or if you're new developers, don't be afraid to Google stuff. Really don't, because even as someone who's worked in web development and marketing and tech and whatever, like I've been Googling stuff all the time, every year. Like sometimes I even Google like really small stuff because you are like when you're working on a project or a client or a job, you're there to solve problems. You're not there to like, you get what I mean basically. So all you have to really do is just Google how to create a cart. It's not that hard. Like obviously, once you have a good idea in a few years time, or when you start working for a while, you'll know what to do. But sometimes you might even have to Google based stuff, so that's fine. Anyways, so yeah, if we go back to it, like to base to back sorry if we go back to my cart, let's see. Okay, and the way I've built it is like, this isn't the most complicated things on the planet. Again, like the HTML structure is pretty primitive. It literally just uses HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That's it. So yeah, so what I've done here is to show the cart. So let's get the easy stuff out of the way first. To show the cart, I've added an on-click event. Now, just to explain to you guys something before I actually continue, there is much simpler ways to build this cart than the way I have done it today. But the way I've chosen it, it really helps for beginners, and it really helps to like sharpen your skills, because unfortunately, what like stuff like React or jQuery does is it sort of makes you not think about the basic stuff. But again, like there is a reason why they do that, because they're designed to save you time. But here's the thing, you need to know this basic stuff so you actually understand how JavaScript works, and when you're going on job interviews. Okay, so by digress, again, I like using that word, by digress. Cool. So yeah, the way I built is, let's again, like I said, get the easy stuff out of the way. Show cart, it's like an on click, and if I go here, again, like it's a very simple one where it's like, you know, hey, you know, like get this element called cart, and if the style for it is like displayed none show block, and if the style for it is display block, you know, show none, hence why, like, you know, open show open close, whatever. So that's the easiest thing. So the other way I've done it is the second way I built it, I built it using two options. So the first option is pretty simple. Like I created an array with some dummy data here, and the way it works is like you know, like here you create the div like for these products over here, for these two products, and then I've like, you know, like I created another function called add to cart, and an event listener, so it listens to when someone adds a cart here. Cool. So yeah, and then what it does is when someone clicks add to cart, it renders the cart. Again, this is really cool stuff because it like uses like, you know, Java, it uses a for each, and and I use this one like cart number, like document queries to get the cart length, and this literally shows here number 4. So this is the length of the items that is in the array. Because remember, every shopping cart is literally just an array. It's like an array of stuff with data in it. So yeah. So, and what it does is the array loops through like the product, and then it gets like it gets the elements here, and it's like loops them over here, you can say. And then once it loops them, that's pretty much it. Like here you can just like display the data using the product name, the product title, and this one is actually like the position of the elements in the like, you know, in the array basically. So we need this one for the delete element. So the way I've created the delete one is, again, I've sort of used the same way. So I've created an event listener and I've created here like destroy product. That's why I've called it anyways. Where is it? And when you get to destroy product, I get the index of the product. So this way, this helps me to narrow down specifically where it is. And then I splice. I use the function splice, and then I re-render the cart. So again, let me show you guys this. So if we refresh the page, oops, cool. And if I add to cart, I add to cart again. Cool. Yeah, don't you guys just hate when this happens? You know, like you build the perfect thing and then sort of like just, sorry. There we have it. Okay, that was our problem. I think. Oh, okay, there we go. So yeah, so what it does is it's like, okay, you know, I want to remove this one, and this element position is here, and then get rid of it. And that's how it does it. So yeah, and again, like this is how it works. One of these days I will actually have like a session where I like sort of break down the way I've built this code and go through with it with you guys. But today was like a short description of how you can do it. Now I will actually post this code on my channel, like in my like I'll post it somewhere so you guys can have an idea. But this is pretty much like the gist of how to build an array. Again, so let me just re-summarize what I've done and how it works. So I've done two approaches for this. The first approach is I use dummy data, where it's like these three are the dummy data coming from here, and then I've looped them over here, like I've looped them, you can say, and you know, like once I've looped them, I connected them to the element, and that's how it works basically. So yeah, hope this makes sense. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and let me know if you want to ask me what the topic is. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in, and please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you, everyone.